How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Skyrim Special Edition. Today we're continuing off where we left off. Go fast. There we go. So I'm actually using mouse and keyboard.
Then the rest is up to me.
Because my controller is just shot.
I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I... Of course. What is it?
I don't care about this.
I've been asking... She was so sure of what we did to my father. I couldn't help but go along with her. I never thought of the cost. I've been asking myself the same thing since we came back to the castle. She was so sure of what we did to my father. I couldn't help but go along with her. I never thought of the cost.
I'm very not interested in this conversation.
I've been asking myself the same thing since we... She was so sure of what we did to my father. I couldn't help but go along with her. Neither did... She always seemed happy before we heard the prop... Yes. Are we ready then?
Yeah, let's get the portal open.
Alright. Here goes. Do you need something?
Come on.
Yes?
Do the thing. Good work. We've opened the portal to hell for us.
Created a portal in the soul cave. Incredible.
Yeah. There seems to be an issue.
You alright? That looked painful. Now that I think about it, I should have expected... It's hard to describe. The soul cairn is... well, hungry. There might be... Vampires aren't counted among the living. Not your first choice, I guess. We could just pay the toll another way. It wants a soul, so we give it a soul. Yours. My mother taught me it would make you a bit weaker when we travel through the soul cairn, but I'm sorry. Just know, I know that better than anybody. Have you made up your mind? Are you sure? You'll remain mortal, but you'll find yourself weak. I know this is difficult.
Yeah, we're still werewolfing, right?
I hope
We
you
haven't done our
trust me.
werewolf stuff.
I'd never do anything.
So we're not going to
that would
switch
hurt
over. Let's get
you.
this
As you
over
wish.
with.
I promise to make this as painless as possible. Hold still.
Ouch. Our soul has been made weak. I don't know how strong it was to begin with, honestly.
Round.
But here we are.
This is all wrong.
Soul Cairn.
Yes, I smell here. Let's try to handle this quickly.
Little things from the Soul Cairn to do. 8's probably... No, 7? 6, okay. Go a quick spear. So we want the Opus page, because we always want those. These are like the boss chests in the area. They're generally just soul. I'm just gonna equip up the Stellar Core because everything in
Let's keep
everything
moving.
in the Soul Cairn can be killed by Stellar Core. Probably not the fastest way of doing it. I haven't figured out what the sprint key. We want some of these too. Soul husks are important for one of the NPC's quests. Boy. Oh, it's a bone run. Guess it was a bone run. Ooh, black soul gem. Focus page. Gotta take that before I start blowing the place up. Wow, you're cut from a different cloth, Mr. Boneman. one of the nice things about this place is coming here, you get a lot of, you can find all of the summons of the creatures you can find here. I think you can find most of them. I don't know. I say all of them. I doubt you can find,
You must help me find my armor.
excuse me.
To be in a place like this.
I doubt you can find the, like the tower guards.
Arvak, my horse. Please, he's such
I've never
a
found
loyal
those.
creature. Arvak, Arvak, where are you? Arvak, please come back. Come back.
Arvok is one of the prizes we were looking for. So if we do find his skull, we will be taking it with us. And we're gonna be in the Soul Cairn for a while. So, get used to this place. It's gonna be a key facet for us moving forward. So it's been a long while since I've played Skyrim mouse and keyboard. I have done it before. So I vaguely remember all the controls, and as you can see, I'm not awful. Like, we shouldn't have any disruption in our, Yo, this is cool, isn't it? Shouldn't have any disruption in our playthrough. So, the big rock there that's trying to kill us is an ideal master. And they're always like this. They appear in different guises sometimes. But, generally they're chilling out as a rock. I haven't figured out what the sprint key is yet. Oh, well, it's alt. Okay, well, that explains a lot. So I have a couple of keyboards lying around. I don't know if I'm going to keep... Well, this one is mainly the one I use for, like, typing and stuff. So it didn't need to have everything in the right place, right? It's a little bit more compact. It's just an 8P keyboard, right? So this guy will trade soul husks for,
let's just say I sold something to a guy who turned out to work for a whole
what do you
coven
call
of
them?
necromancers.
Weapons, spell books,
How
or
in the name of
armor.
Zenithar was I to know the ingredients were...
He's merchant. He's got his wagon is with him. He's still got a few things left, and he'll give you
Very fun. And
what he has left for
I'll tell you what.
30 soul
the only
husks
thing I
apiece,
see around here
basically.
in abundance. Bring me, say,
Oh, 25. Not too
odds
bad.
and ends. Tell me what you're looking for. No husks, no sale. Guess you have some scavenging to do. Brought some soul husks? Or are you wasting my time?
That's that one. That's that one. Oh, we don't want the bow. Yeah, so the gates will drop down if you shoot the blue Chloes, right? Arvak's corpse should be around here somewhere too. Since we found him at his end point, I bet his beginning point is in the opposite direction of where we first saw him. So let's collect up some husks while we're here. Not every day you gotta go to the Soul Cairn. Might even run into an old friend while we're here. Although if you notice some of the things you're picking up, I bet you probably know who I'm thinking of. I will say that my my Halo Infinite game without a controller is much worse. But that's to be expected, right? Like my main controller keyboard games aren't they don't require high APM. That's just a skill I've never built up because I just never needed it. I'm still interested in playing Oblivion. It's just I still kind of want to mod it, right? I don't like unmodded Oblivion. Unmodded Oblivion's fine, I guess. Like, it's not unplayable. But at minimum, you kind of need the unofficial patch. So one of those spots with the Ideal Masters is where they're keeping our, oh god, you guys are plentiful today, aren't you? That was bad. A throw punch. Stellar Core. Long wind up. For what it does, it takes a what was the keys for character menu? Character menu might be what I'm looking for. I'm looking for my spells, my magic inventory. With magic P apparently? Yeah, so if you look at Stellar Core, 168 damage. We go over to Destruction and we look at Incinerate, Thunderbolt. Like, they're doing 84 damage right now. Maybe it is as good as a Master Level. Maybe it's a little bit better than a Master Level Destruction spell. I don't imagine it is. I think it's probably very similar. Ooh. Ready? Nope. I don't know what I'm unlocking. I guess this is what I'm unlocking. The poor soul over here. Well, I found one of the ways to unlock his grave, but I'm currently at the part in the season where I'm considering whether or not I will be quick drafting with my gems, or whether or not I'll be saving them for saving them to unlock the mastery passes of the season. I'm already at 2,000, So I can probably just boy, these ideal masters are a bit of like a one-trick pony, aren't they? Oh, there's holy hands. Yeah, the real nice thing about playing it's 5. No. It's 4. Okay. Yeah, there we go. The real nice thing about playing on PC is that you have access to way more quick slots with the mouse and keyboard. Like, on controller, you can do like free swapping without going into the quick menu with 2 items. Ooh, we can check this out. So this is one of the unique features of the Soul Cairn. There are these pillars. They're called lightning attuners. That's functionally different, right? Because in Oblivion, you didn't have access to the Soul Cairn. So what you would do is you would go under the Necromancer's moon, and you would basically cast Soul Trap on an altar with a gem in it, and then you would transform it into a Black Soul Gem that way. Now, that in itself was really, really cool. It was a really, really cool concept. I was kind of sad when you didn't see something like that in Skyrim. I mean, you can do it in the DLC, which is what we're doing right now, right? This is the DLC. Accidentally hit F. I think this is one of the teleports. Yeah. A Book of Life and Service. That's a necromancy tome. One of the odd things about playing Morrowind year after year is that you kind of get a feel for what's necromancy and what's not necromancy. It's just fun. It's just fun that you can jump off into a teleport port. Wait, well, this is bad. That is how you unstuck yourself, basically. Fix Me is an old Morrowind command. If you ever get stuck in a building, you have to TLC it. TCL, which is toggle collisions. It basically means that you won't hit anything that's considered solid, and nothing that's solid will hit you. Yeah, I thought I saw a chest down here, but I guess we already got it. Yeah, I don't know about console commands. Like, generally I don't use them. I do know a lot of them. Hate the Soul Fisher. Harvested a Soul. There's a lot of good stuff in the Soul Cairn. So we're just kind of making our way over. I guess we're making our way back where we came because the quest log is a little warped, right? Which, how do I get to my quest log? Pausing actually does that, yeah. There we go. Now we're making more sense. Some more husk. Continue exploring. So we want to find all the pages to the opus, which is a book that we'll probably need for our library, if I'm being honest. How many episodes do I think we're gonna have in here? Probably a few, if I'm being honest. Since, to help me readjust to keyboard, I've gone back down to 30 minutes. It'll probably be a few episodes. I can't imagine too many more than, like 3 or 4, but I can't say for sure, right? Because if I say for sure and I'm wrong, that'll just look silly. Wouldn't want that. Would not want that. But I am starting to find chests that I've been looking for. I guess it's because I accidentally snuck on the other side of the wall. Didn't notice there were stairs here. It's one of the odd things about this server. There's a lot of weird stuff around, and you just gotta explore a bit to find it, right? Or to figure out what it's for. Black. Do we have a magic chest? So if we actually do run out of inventory space, I'll just put it in the ghostly chest spell that we summoned, and then hopefully I'll be able to retrieve it later. I don't know how that works yet, because I haven't been brave enough to use it as a storage location. I think it was an episode or 2 ago, I was talking about some really cool places in... Hey, move, Arvac. I know you use a cool horse. I don't have access to it at the moment. If I did, you would be our main rival, but you're not, because you're not here. Ooh. Oh. Probably want to run. Yeah, I wish I'm considering this spell pretty weak, considering it pretty decent. It's just an infinite stagger, right? Like, even if it's not doing fantastic damage, you just wait until he's unstaggered, and then you just re-stagger him. This is like Dark Souls boss bullying 101. See, they really just can't get to you. And it's not an extremely high mana cost, but it's low enough that you can let it recharge while the enemy is staggered. So in principle, you can actually just do this indefinitely, right? Let's open the magic menu. Summon Phantasmal Chest. Okay, okay. Search it. Go over to Solemn Trinity. Stick in the battle axe. Mud. What do I have with mud on me? Dagger of Death Door. Healing Hand. Courage. Storm Wall. I want to keep the nuts. Look at that. That is pretty. Yeah, you can take them all. Go over to this. I guess you can take my boots. The Brains Fortress. I actually want Caramel's ring back. Because it's actually pretty decent, right? Now, nobody steal my chest. An opus page. Somebody is shooting me with a bow. Powerful too. So we actually killed one of the keepers before we were supposed to. That's something that happened. We're just kind of exploring right now, right? Like, I'm sure Serana's around here somewhere. Like, I've done it. Once or twice, but I generally ignore it because there is no reward for it.
You knew I heard something.
Wow. Note from the soul card. They warned me not to go through that portal. What did I have to be scared of? I've been adventuring for years and I've never seen nothing I couldn't wallop. But this place, this ain't nothing living here, just dead things. Up and about where they should be in the ground. I hear their bones scratching at the rocks, knocking together as they walk. If I get home, I'll hang up my sword and never go out again. Well, we saw how that turned out, huh? Yeah, the quick spell switch is actually really, really good. My soul is also in here somewhere. Alright, so we gotta find that at some point. It's another black soul gem creator. Don't really need that at the moment. Generally, I recommend you use them as you find them, because I believe they re-up at some point, right? So it's kind of like... Oh, hey there. This is Jib. You may remember him from our Morrowind playthrough. He became a saint, and then he died in Oblivion. Like, he was in the city of Kvatch when it got attacked. So you might have seen his head in Oblivion if you haven't played Morrowind.
You think I do? I see. Very well.
And he was on the boat with us in Morrowind, right? So
surely you
he appears in 3 Elder Scrolls games.
Terrible. I
was in the midst of writing the second volume. So, all I remember is that damn Gamora and his... Well, next thing I knew... My what? What? No. No, my work will never see the light. Perhaps. Maybe I can't leave. In order to write the second volume of my opus, I need the notes from my first volume. Otherwise, I need... When I was tossed in here, there were 10 of them in all. Find them for me, please. I beg you. Ah, yes.
St. Jib the Eradicator. So, after all of the hardship we went through in Morrowind with Cliff Racers, St. Jib killed them all.
The winged menace.
Like, he defeated all of the Cliff Racers.
Yes, I'm speaking of the Cliff Race. Of course. Wretched things.
All by himself, too. This one might be where my soul is kept, but it might not be. I don't think it is. Ours is actually kept in a building. I kind of thought that would lead somewhere. Hello. Reaper Gem Fragment. We're gonna take that. That's kind of neat. I don't remember these things. Or Reapers are just a little too. Ideal Masters are just a little too for. Using a keyboard in a different way, because that is something that I have to work on if I plan on getting anywhere. Oh, this man, their cow made it into the soul kern. That's kind of sad. Cows. What's your story, Hoss?
What day is it? What year?
4th era, some date after 201. Sorry, mate, that's all I can provide you with. I have not been keeping track, if I'm being honest. There's a magic voice in my skull that keeps track for me, so I don't really pay attention, if I'm being honest. Not that bad. Memories of being the auto lock button. I don't know if that's something that changed at some point. Let's check out our options. Controls so that we can level up. Character menu is tab. Okay. That's what we want. So I probably want Magicka. We have a couple perks. So what are we looking at as far as perks go? Destruction 80, Conflagration, Pyromancer's Ascension. Like, I'm always tempted to take Pyromancer's Ascension because it's a magic. There's a magic card called Pyromancer's Ascension, and it was part of like a budget deck back in the day for Modern, I think. And that alone makes it tempting for me to take, but we won't. Tab is actually where it should be, right? I remember that being there. But either way, kind of out of time for the moment. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy